Say again?
They foul.
Talk about for the chicken?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
All right, we'll start with Javon Bennett and Namael Leton.
Javon, how would you rate that first performance?
It was good. It was what we expected. We came out, we wanted to dominate, and I feel like we did that. I think from the jump, we kind of imposed our will and kind of carried that throughout the game. So I'm excited for what's to come.
Namael, what did you like best about the way you guys played tonight?
I mean, just like that's learning experience. Just the first game of the year, we really started. I'm just excited for the team and ready for today. And yeah, we played good. So learning, as I said, yeah, we'll see. Excited for what's next.
Vaughn, it looked like you found a rhythm pretty early. What were you feeling tonight?
Confidence. I kind of felt good during warm up. These guys got me some open shots, and I was able to make them. So yeah, I just felt confident.
There at the end of the game, a lot of the bench players got to get in. Just watching you guys on the bench together, it just looks like you guys have really great chemistry all night.
Sure.
Can you just speak to that?
Yeah,
kind of what you guys were doing there on the bench?
Yeah, it's kind of a testament to the type of team we have. We got guys that support each other and want the best for each other. So when those guys have opportunity to go out there and get a bucket or two, we definitely support them.
I'll ask you the same question, Namael.
Yeah, as I said, I feel the same thing. I feel like everybody loved each other. They just supporting each other, and yeah, like on the bench it was fun. Everybody was up, and it just like was a good bond for the team.
Javon, how good was it having Jordan out there again?
It was good to see him out there. He was struggling with injuries since he's been here, so just him being out there, it was good to see him. Definitely a weapon we can use throughout the season.
Looked like he was playing a little backup point guard when you went to the bench. Is that something you saw when you guys played together?
Yeah, we definitely play off each other, especially when he comes in. And, he definitely overhead, so he knows the game.
John, just talk a little bit about your journey here. When you first came in, it was just wherever you could fit in.
Yeah.
And now it's you lead the team. Just what it's been like.
Yeah, just kind of waited my turn. I kind of picked up bits and pieces each year, try to get better on the off season. Coach Grant and Coach Staff have great confidence in me and supporting me throughout my journey. So just being able to be in this position is just a great feeling.
Javon, what did you do in the offseason to get better?
I was in the gym every day. It's kind of cliche, but I was very intentional with what I was doing. I was trying to make sure I got my shots up there. I was kind of showing off.
You were first team preseason, but they left you off all conference teams last year. You playing with a little chip on your shoulder this year?
Yeah, that's always been how I played, with a chip on my shoulder. Those kind of rankings. I see them, but I don't see them because at the end of the day, it's all about winning. So.
Kind of beef up a little bit. You look a little.
Do I?
I don't know. Yeah, you kind of buffed up.
No, yeah, definitely. I was in a very good year.
Javon, you had the big offensive first half and got the big lead. You kind of batted down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, like I said before, guys got me open shots in the beginning, and I was able to make them. And we kind of just carried that energy throughout the whole game.
How important, asking for both of you, was important for the two of you as returners to kind of help set the tone on this opening night?
No, yeah, that was the goal, to come out firing and kind of show that it's a real game. We wasn't playing an exhibition, so we were really excited to come out, and I feel like the first group kind of set the tone for the whole game.
Right, yeah, I've been around for a year. I really like to play in front of this crowd. All the expectations. So yeah, that's great to lead the way kind of for the new guys, and that's good.
What do you guys think when you have a big lead late in the game and you're still pressuring full court?
Yeah, that's a testament to the coaching staff. They know each game what it calls for, and we just kind of kept that pressure on, and that's just how we play.
Talk a little bit about what Bennett means to this team and what it's like having him on the team.
He's a great leader. He's been there for a lot of years. He's a point of the team. He talks a lot in a good way for sure. In the locker room, during the timeouts, he's here, lead the way, show the example on the court. So just great to have a player like that.
Forced 19 turnovers tonight. How big of a part of your game is that going to be this year?
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a part of our identity. To be able to pressure the whole game and pick up full court, and it kind of gives us a spark on offense, especially if we're not hitting shots. So just being able to lean on our defense is going to be huge.
Anything else?
All right, guys.
Thank you.
All right, good night.
So,
A mile from Bryce, Ohio, and 2 miles from Jonesboro. It's skateboarders, refugees, no big speeds.
you're still.
Yeah. Let's move 5 miles away. Yeah, I never liked it. I got rid of 12 steps down, 18 up. The house went down, 6 on 6 down. I got rid of the 4 basement. Dining rooms. Same square footage, there's more mans, but garage is connected to the house. I like that. Had a patio, we still have a big yard. That was sort of front yard. So I spent all the life on this.
Strong arm.
It's a pain, though.
Uh,
Moving is a pain.
Yeah, it is. I've got all the rooms set up. Got my office set up. Studio. I'm surprised I still where the passport, where and all that. Yes, it is. I had a jacket that's like, one of the store trucks in this house, so one or the other. It was just so much easier to do it. I got 2 minutes of 12, taking all their deals, do all the heavy stuff. I hired them for a week. Do all the heavy stuff. Get out that area. My brother said, I got the perfect place. I said, okay, let's do this. It made me feel like with Brent told us at the Big Ten the other year. Actually, he said he found his Mount Moriah at Illinois.
Is what?
He said he found his Mount Moriah at Illinois. And he was comfy there. I guess I found mine too.
How we doing?
Everybody ready?
Well, excited to get the season underway, to start the journey with this group. And I thought the guys did a really good job today. We didn't have a lot of information in terms of games and things like that on Canisius. So I thought our guys did a really good job of locking in to our principles and the way that we want to play. Our defense, I thought, created offense for us, got us out in transition, kind of created the tempo that we wanted. And then the guys offensively did a really good job of attacking and being efficient. You know, you look across the board, I thought we were really efficient all the way through, the way we shot the ball, being able to get to the free throw line. It's great to see 16 assists to 4 turnovers. So, you know, I thought the guys really were played as a unit on both sides of the ball. So it's a great way to start the season.
Forced a lot of turnovers and forced them in many different ways. How good was that to see? Yeah,
like I said, I thought the guys played as a unit. We didn't have a lot of information about Canisius in terms of, you know, we had, I think, 1 scrimmage that they played. You know, so our guys did a really good job of playing to our identity and, you know, being able to be disruptive on the full court and the half court.
Anthony, the way Bennett has matured here from the kid that came in from Merrimack to where we fit into now to be a leader of the team.
Yeah, just really proud of him, and that's what you want to see, you know. And you know, you've been doing this long time, you know, and so to see a guy, you know, in his 3rd year and knowing the system, knowing what to expect, knowing what we want, you know, and stepping into that leadership role, that's what you want to see, and I think he's ready for that. I think he's excited about it, and you know, we're excited to have him out there.
How important was it for him to have that kind of night on opening night for these new guys?
You say that type of night, like in terms of scoring?
Yeah, just the way he was in rhythm, the leadership that he did.
Yeah. I mean, I think, Von's always played with a lot of confidence and belief in himself, and I think it shows, and I think his experience showed tonight. He led the team. He got us started offensively. He got us going defensively, and obviously basketball is always going to be a team game, so they feed off each other. And we always talk about what we want is for the sum to be greater than the individual parts, and that means everybody's kind of working together and helping each other. And I think when it shows up on both sides of the ball, we got a chance to be a really dangerous team.
Anthony, other than that little lull in the second half, it seemed like the team had that energy and engagement from the get-go.
Yeah, and that's what that's what it takes. It's game one, and so we've got to, we're going to have to be able to do it for 40 minutes, and but I think there's a lot that we can learn from this game, a lot that we can take away for what we want to do, and there's some things that we need to do better, which you would expect, to open the season. So happy to be able to start the journey and get game one and get a win at home, and then continue to learn and get better.
How good was it to have Jordan back tonight?
Yeah, really happy for Jordan. He's worked really hard. He's obviously been dealing with a lot of different injuries coming his way. So to see him being out there and the smile on his face and the excitement that he had just to be out there with his teammates and to be competing again, I know he's really excited. And we're excited that he's available.
How many practices did he get in before getting to play tonight?
2 or 3.
Yeah.
So he's got to work himself, back physically where he needs to be and get caught up. But nobody will work harder at it, and he's excited to be out there.
It looked like he was playing some point guard. He's bringing the ball up the court.
Yeah.
That's something he can do for you.
Yeah, he's a versatile guy. He's a basketball player, so you can play him in a variety of different roles, and we plan to do that.
Anthony, it seems like you got some nice pieces.
Appreciate it.
Damon, his first true taste of a regular season game. What do you see?
Yeah, I thought he did a really good job, and obviously as a freshman, for him to go out there and understand, what the assignment was and what he needed to do, I thought he did a really good job with it.
6 steals for Deshane. Just what's his impact going to be, you foresee, on the defensive side of the ball?
I think he's an energy bringer, on both sides of the ball. So you look, he impacted the game, defensively in ways that didn't show up on the stat sheet, but also, as you mentioned, the 6 steals. But probably what I'm most proud of is to see 5 assists to 0 turnovers for him, and understanding how he can impact the game in a variety of ways on the offensive end as well outside of scoring. So it was great to see.
Because you took most of the starters out at the end of the game, we kind of got to see what they were like off the court together, and they just joking around, having fun. Just what do you see with the chemistry of this group, with them all coming from different backgrounds and kind of all coming together?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've had a few months to kind of get to know each other, and that's what showed up really early on in the summer. Is they bring a joy, a competitive nature about them, and they enjoy being around each other on and off the floor. So it's a fun group to work with.
Does that kind of give you motivation? You're looking forward to Saturday because you have a fairly quick turnaround to get ready for UMBC, or?
I don't think any of us lack of motivation. We're excited to start the journey. This is game one of a long journey.
Everybody good? All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Coming back home, play the 33 at the end of the game. You make one lady up there happy.